What if I told you the most important SUV of 2027 isn't coming from Toyota, Honda, or even Tesla? What if the vehicle that could completely reshape the global hybrid market is coming from China? Because right now, one company is moving so fast, so aggressively, and so confidently that legacy automakers are starting to look nervous. That company is BYD. And this is the brand new 2027 BYD Song Plus DMI, a hybrid SUV that is doing something almost unbelievable. It delivers the kind of range people used to think was impossible. It offers technology that feels years ahead of its competitors. And somehow, it still costs less than many basic gasoline SUVs on the market today. This is not just another facelift. This is not another slightly improved hybrid trying to stay relevant. The Song Plus DMI feels like BYD walked into the industry with one goal: to prove that the future of affordable cars no longer belongs to traditional automakers. And honestly, after seeing what this SUV can do, that future might already be here. Now let's talk about the number that has everybody's attention. The 500 kilometers, yes, 1,500 kilometers of total driving range. That means you could drive for unbelievably long distances without constantly worrying about fuel stops or charging stations. And suddenly, range anxiety, one of the biggest fears people still have about electrified vehicles, almost disappears. But here's the crazy part. The Song Plus DMI doesn't achieve this with some giant expensive battery pack. Instead, BYD completely re-engineered how a hybrid system should actually work. Under the hood sits a highly efficient 1.5-liter Atkinson cycle gasoline engine designed specifically for fuel economy and smooth operation. But the real magic happens when that engine works together with BYD's advanced electric motor system. The result is instant torque, smooth acceleration, and an incredibly refined driving experience that feels far more premium than the price suggests. And unlike traditional hybrids that sometimes feel disconnected or underpowered, the Song Plus DMI feels responsive, modern, quick. It delivers power in a smooth wave that makes city driving effortless and highway cruising surprisingly relaxing. Press the accelerator and the electric motor responds immediately. No hesitation, no drama. Just instant movement. And that's where BYD has shocked so many people. Because this SUV doesn't drive like a cheap economy hybrid. It drives like something far more expensive, something far more advanced. Now here's where things become genuinely difficult for competitors. Even when the battery charge becomes extremely low, the Song Plus DMI still maintains incredibly efficient fuel consumption. We're talking around 3.9 liters per 100 kilometers. That is an absolutely massive achievement for a family SUV this size. And it completely changes the ownership experience. Because suddenly, long-distance driving becomes dramatically cheaper. Daily commuting becomes easier. Road trips become stress-free, and families no longer have to choose between efficiency and practicality. But BYD knew efficiency alone wouldn't be enough. Modern buyers want technology. They want comfort. They want vehicles that actually feel futuristic. And this is exactly where the Song Plus DMI starts punching far above its price category. Step inside the cabin, and the first thing you notice is the massive rotating center display. It immediately gives the interior a high-tech atmosphere that feels clean, modern, and surprisingly luxurious. And unlike many flashy screens that exist purely for marketing, this one actually feels useful. The system is responsive, the graphics are sharp, and the interface feels far more refined than many people expect from an affordable SUV. BYD's latest intelligent operating system supports advanced voice commands, navigation, entertainment apps, smartphone integration, and real-time connectivity features. But what really impresses people is how natural everything feels. You're not fighting the software. You're not waiting for laggy menus. You're simply interacting with the vehicle the way modern technology should work, smoothly, effortlessly. And then there's the interior quality itself. Soft touch materials, minimalist design, premium accents, comfortable seating, ambient lighting. Everything inside the Song Plus DMI feels intentionally designed to create a calm, upscale experience. This doesn't feel like a budget vehicle pretending to be premium. It feels genuinely well thought out. And honestly, that's becoming a serious problem for legacy automakers. Because for years, many established brands relied heavily on reputation alone. People trusted Toyota, trusted Honda, trusted Volkswagen. But now consumers are beginning to ask a dangerous question. If a newer company can give me more technology, more range, better efficiency, and a more luxurious interior for less money, why should I keep paying extra? That question is exactly why BYD is growing so quickly around the world. And the Song Plus DMI may be one of the strongest examples yet of how dramatically the market is changing. Now let's talk about the battery technology, because this is another area where BYD is separating itself from the competition. The Song Plus DMI uses BYD's famous Blade battery technology. And this battery has become one of the most talked about innovations in the entire EV industry. Why? Because it focuses not only on efficiency and durability, but also safety. Traditional lithium-ion batteries have always raised concerns about overheating and thermal runaway. But BYD's lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry dramatically reduces those risks. The Blade battery is designed to remain more stable under extreme conditions while also delivering excellent longevity. In simple terms, it's safer, more durable, and built to last for years of real-world driving. And that matters more than people realize, because battery replacement is one of the biggest fears many buyers still have when considering hybrid or electric vehicles. BYD understands this, so instead of treating the battery like a weak point, they turned it into one of the vehicle's biggest strengths. But technology alone doesn't sell cars. The driving experience matters too. And surprisingly, the Song Plus DMI delivers here as well. The suspension setup feels smooth and controlled over rough roads. The cabin remains impressively quiet at highway speeds, and the steering feels balanced enough to make everyday driving enjoyable instead of exhausting. This is where the vehicle starts to feel genuinely mature, not experimental, not unfinished, not like a startup product trying to figure itself out. It feels like a fully developed SUV built by a company that already understands exactly where the future is heading. And perhaps the most shocking part of this entire story is the price. Because once you see the pricing strategy behind the Song Plus DMI, you begin to understand why the automotive industry is paying such close attention to BYD. In many markets, the Song Plus DMI starts at a price that undercuts major competitors by a huge margin. And yet, somehow, it still offers more technology, more efficiency, more range, and in many ways, a more futuristic overall experience. That combination is incredibly difficult to ignore, especially for younger buyers who care less about brand loyalty and more about value. And that's the key difference happening right now in the automotive world. Older generations often bought cars based on heritage. Younger buyers are buying based on features, technology design, and long-term cost savings. And BYD understands this shift perfectly. That's why vehicles like the Song Plus DMI are becoming so important. Because they're no longer trying to imitate traditional automakers. They're trying to replace them. Now, of course, some people still remain skeptical. There are still debates about long-term reliability, global dealership support, resale values, brand recognition, and whether Chinese automakers can truly dominate international markets long-term. Those are fair questions. But what's becoming increasingly difficult to deny is the speed at which BYD is improving. Just a few years ago, many people dismissed Chinese vehicles entirely. Today, some of the world's biggest car companies are watching BYD very carefully, because this company is no longer playing catch-up. In some areas, they're leading, and the 2027 Song Plus DMI proves exactly why. This SUV combines efficiency, practicality, comfort, safety, and technology into one package that feels shockingly complete. It solves real-world problems, high fuel prices, range anxiety, daily commuting costs, expensive ownership experiences, and it does all of this while still looking modern and attractive. That's why the Song Plus DMI matters. Not because it's perfect, but because it represents a major shift in the automotive industry. A shift away from old assumptions, a shift away from overpriced vehicles with minimal innovation, and a shift toward smarter, more efficient transportation that ordinary people can actually afford. The scary part for competitors? This is probably only the beginning, because BYD is moving incredibly fast. Every new model becomes more refined, more advanced, more ambitious. And if companies like Toyota, Honda, Ford, and Volkswagen fail to respond quickly enough, they could find themselves losing an entire generation of buyers. The 2027 BYD Song Plus DMI is more than just another hybrid SUV. It's a warning shot to the entire automotive industry, a message that the rules are changing. And the companies that adapt the fastest will survive. So the real question is no longer whether BYD can compete. The real question is, how long will it take before everyone else catches up? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know. Would you actually buy the 2027 BYD Song Plus DMI over a Toyota or Honda hybrid? Because after seeing everything this SUV offers, that decision may be getting harder than ever.